Thank you all so much for coming out for your 8 a.m. workout. Let us begin in a child's pose, taking that moment just to tap in to see how we're feeling through the body. And bringing your forehead down. Good morning, welcome, welcome. Reaching those fingertips out long, sinking your hips towards your heels. Take a few moments to breathe into the backs of the lungs as you lengthen through the sides of the waist. Those fingertips can sneak forward. You could even turn your head from side to side. That might feel nice. We'll bring ourselves up onto our hands. Those heels will draw towards the glutes as we take a little baby press-ups, rinsing through the spine here, getting a little more mobility through the shoulders as we start to bear some weight into those hands. We'll come into a tabletop position and find a few rounds of cat-cow, just isolating that movement through the spine. See how that's feeling for you this morning. On an inhale, you'll drop your belly. The gaze can lift, the tailbone can lift. And as you exhale, press into the hands and find that nice rounding through the upper back. The chin can tuck. And take a few rounds, see how that feels for you today. And then we'll offer up some circles through those hips as we send them back towards the heels. Go nice and wide with your circles, or you can go narrow. Again, just tapping into how it feels for you, and maybe a moment of pause in a special spot. You can reverse your circles. We'll find our way onto our backs, drawing those knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug there, and then again, taking some circles through the knees. You could split the knees from one another. Whatever's going to help you tap into what's going on this morning, your mobility, how your the day before may have played out in your body. We'll send those arms up towards the ceiling, the legs towards the ceiling, and swirl out through the wrists and ankles. Nice. We'll come into a happy baby, splitting those knees and just drawing the tailbone long as you rock across those lower quadrants of your spine. Maybe a little kidney sensitivity to anyone after a big weekend. We'll bring those feet nice and wide on our mat and just wash those knees from side to side, rolling across the glutes. We'll get into our glute work first. We're going to take a pretty traditional start, and then we'll orient our glute work onto our forearms. But let's begin with feet parallel to one another, hips distance apart. Feel that tailbone lengthen down. There is a little drawing of the navel towards the spine as we press into our feet. Send those hips high and squeeze at the top, and then lower to a hover. So find your pacing nice and slow to begin with. Those knees are tracking over those heels. The tailbone's reaching towards the front end of your mat, and you're squeezing at the top, firing up through those glutes and hamstrings. Softening through the jaw, through the face, through the neck and the shoulders. Just settling into how you feel through the back body. Nice grounding to lift up, looks fantastic. Stay with that exhale at the top, helping to recruit the core here. And we'll take our slow pace parallel feet bridge for another 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Hips stay lifted. Simply lift and lower your heels here. So keeping that stacking of the knees over the feet. Maybe you want to walk them in a nudge or two. The idea here is get a little work through the calves, through the Achilles, while keeping nice and high through your hips. You can certainly fire up those glutes if you want, or tap those glutes to make sure they're firing. I want them firing. Yeah, looks great, Barry. You got it. Again, just checking that space between your back teeth. Can you soften there? Fantastic work, guys. Keep going here. Nice and deliberate and very precise through those heels, lifting and lowering. And we'll take these for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted on your tippy toes. Find as much distance from your heels. And with this lift, pulse from here. So those toes may need to come a little closer in towards your glutes to get that maximum height. Keep that maximum height and then just pulse it on out. Keep going. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good morning. You got it. Softening through the jaw here. Stay with it. Can you lift a little higher? It's easy to, as fatigue sets in, to droop a little bit more lift. That's it, Derek. You got it. Squeezing the whole time. Everything should be on fire. That's what we want. We are in the final countdown here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side. Nice work. As I mentioned in the beginning, we're going to come onto our forearms and isolate those glutes one at a time. So your elbows are going to be directly underneath your shoulders. Think about nice and contained through your belly. We're going to send that right leg back behind us. Flex through that right foot and then bring the knee to tap or just hover and then send it back up. So keeping those hips stacked over that left knee and trying to shoot that right knee higher than your hip as you take this little kick back here. See what's happening through that left side hip. It's not really pouring over to the left side, but hugging the midline here. Yeah, that's it, Sarah. Looks fantastic. And as you flex through that right foot, you'll feel a little more engagement, a little more integrity through that muscle as it works for you. Nice. Just check in with your belly. You're not dumping into your lumbar spine, but you're really contained there through that whole midsection. And we'll do these for another 5. Last 4, 3, 2, oh yeah. Stay lifted above your hip and pulse from here. So just little pulses like you're stomping on the ceiling. Should start to feel that glute and hamstring talking to you. That's what we want. Oh yeah. If you need extra padding underneath that left knee, you could double up your mat. But just check in with what's happening through your belly. Try not to let it sag down too much. Nice and horizontal line through your spine. Last little bit here, guys. We're pulsing these out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, oh yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sit back on our heels. You can bring your arms out of the equation and sweep them back behind you. Maybe the forehead comes down in this variation of child's pose. You can also give that right side glute a nice little hit there. And we'll swap out the sides. So it'll be our right knee stacking underneath that right hip. And we find that nice slow pace through that left leg, flexing through the left foot as we bring it down and then bring it higher than that left hip. Nice and slow to begin with, shoulders over the elbows. Yeah, that's it, Cooch, really nice. So staying with that drawing in of your navel here. Oh yeah. Nice slow pace, find that movement of up and then down, using that little exhale to come down and pressing on the inhale up. We'll take these slow pace ones. We'll go for another 5. Last 4 of these. You got it, bro. 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted through that left side leg. Check your health of that right hip over the right knee and pulse from here. So micro movement, really firing up through that left side glute hamstring. Soften through the jaw. Stay with the work here, guys. Keeping that heel in line with that knee. Sometimes it turns out a little, but stay nice and centered here. Hugging the midline. That right side hips from that previous work starts to fire as well. Last little bit here, guys. I'm counting down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back on those heels, sweep those arms, get a little release through the shoulders as they drape down towards your mat. Fantastic work. So that's our glute work for this morning. We will revisit that kind of stomping on the ceiling throughout our workout, so it's not like you're not going to work your glutes for the rest of the class, but we're coming into our core work here, and we're going to do a little different work through our side plank. It may feel nice to kind of take it out of the shoulders as well. You're going to come onto your right side. You're going to rest your head in your right hand. You're going to bring your left hand either on your hip, or for more stability, you can bring that left hand in front of you. We're lifting both legs for 30 seconds. And then for the second half of our minute, we're going to leave the top leg lifted and the right leg is going to join it. So let us begin. We're on the clock. Here we go. Both legs together. So we are working this left side oblique. Yeah, it looks really nice. If this is too much through the right side shoulder, you could come on down and rest your head on your right upper arm. Whatever's going to give you that work through that left side oblique. And I find that pinning those legs together, just a little more work. We're finishing up our half minute. So now from the next 30 seconds, keep that left leg lifted, and then maybe the right tries to tap it. So a little extra work through that inner right thigh, that adductor. Yeah, looks good. Use that left hand for stability if you do feel like you're toppling over. Lots of core work though to keep you stacked. Left hip on right. Yeah, it looks fantastic. That's it, Bronny, you got it. We're finishing these in 3, 2, 1. We'll come onto our bellies. Our back extension work, we're going to stack hand on top of hand, and just like we did on our elbows, we're going to bend up through our knees and then opposite legs stomping, or alternating legs. So we're taking it out of the upper body and isolating the work to the lower body, and certainly firing up those extensors. So breathing here. So with those feet flexed, you get a little more energy through the hamstrings and the glutes. And those back extensor muscles are helping us lift those legs as well. Yeah, really flexing through the feet. Last 3, 2, 1. Sweep it on back now to a child's pose. It may feel nice to split the knees here. Nice little stretch through the adductors. Nice, and we're coming up to our 90-second forearm plank hold. Let's find our feet, and let's set up. Here we go. Taking some distance between your feet to give you a little wider stability back there. Press those heels away, nice little stretch through the calves. And settle into your breath. Let it help signal you've got this. Really contain through your center here as you draw those bottom ribs towards those hips. Pressing into the forearms to avoid any collapse through the shoulders. Yeah, looks super solid this morning. Nice work, you guys. Fire up through those quads. Mindful of where your hips are in space. And keep that breath moving. "30 seconds to go in our minute and a half. Modify where you need to. Do your little checklist of what's happening through the legs. Yeah, that's it, Greg. Nice. Keep going. Again, can you soften through your brow here? Final 10. Last 5. We're done in 3, 2, 1. Take a little stretch here. Offering up either a little Sphinx pose here if you like, or certainly a child's pose. We're coming into that back extension work again. Maybe swap out which hand is on top. Support that, so the length through the neck, just the legs and those extensors are firing here. So it's like you're walking on the ceiling. Stay with your breath, really firm through the legs. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Stay with it. We're finishing these up in 3, 2, 1. Take your child's pose, rinse it on out. We find our core work finishing up with our left side down. Again, supporting with the left hand, or if you like that length through that left arm. Both legs together. And for the first half, we lift both legs. So if you're finding that you're rolling over, use your right arm maybe as a little tripod support. Can you feel your right side waist firing to lift both legs? Yeah, really great work. That's it, Bill, nice. Squeezing those inner thighs, that might help bring both legs up together. And then here we go, we're in our second half of our minute. Can you tap that left foot to meet that lifted right leg? Oh yeah, everyone feeling this hopefully in your right side oblique. That's what we're targeting. Yeah, looks good. Nice, Sarah, keep going. Stay with your breath. Finishing this up in 3, a little higher, 2, and 1. It might not be pretty, but I think it's effective. So good work, everyone. Oh, it starts to get really dense in that area. Okay, here we go with our workout for Monday morning. If you're just joining us for this week, we're now kind of changing up the timers. We're doing the first 2 sets, 20 seconds, and then the second 2, 30 seconds. So just preparing. So our first 2 sit-ups will be 20 seconds on, and then the third and fourth will feel like they're forever because they're 30 seconds. But let's see how we go, shall we? Oh, before I start the timer, this is what we're doing. Suitcase crunch, hand on top of hand, just like when we were lying on our bellies, but it's going to be harder. You're coming on up with your crunch and then lowering back down. Pretty basic. Our next one is going to be, think about that little childhood nursery rhyme, head, shoulders, knees, and then that last little crunch. You're trying to touch your toes, but I think that's physically impossible. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and lie back, and then start again. And then for our 30-second rounds, we're doing right knee to left elbow, right foot to left hand. And we'll just do that one side and swap it out for our 4th round. Let us begin with our suitcase crunch. So hands are stacked on top of the forehead, so you're not relying on that work here. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, timer's on 20 seconds. Stay with it. Use that exhale to lift up. Nice work. Elbows are winging out. Yeah, that looks fantastic. You got it, Cooch. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, that was our rest. I'll turn it way up so there's no confusion going forward. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So here you are from this lifted position. And you're staying crunched. So the chin is tucked towards the chest. So time under tension. And then you lay it all back down. Working at your own pace, tapping your head, your shoulders, your knees, and maybe midline down your calves. Nice work. Fantastic. So 30 seconds here, left elbow to right knee, left hand to right leg. So working that oblique here. Nice. Pace yourself. So it's like a one-legged funky bike. Yeah, that looks great, you guys. Keep going. Fantastic. That's it, very nice. So you can see that right side oblique working for you. Yeah, really good. 3, 2, 1. Change. We're doing the same side, just now it's right elbow to left knee, right hand to left leg. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. So find that true lift as you twist and tap elbow to knee, and then that nice extension as you reach hand to foot. That's it. You got it, Derek. Stay with it. Use that exhale, nothing through the lower back. Three, 2, 1. Change. 3 more rounds of those, back to 20 seconds with our suitcase crunch. Here we go. So if you feel any tension through the neck or it's just too much, you could bring your hands back behind your head and do a basic crunch. The hands in front just mean you're relying less on pulling yourself up and relying more on that ab work. Yeah, nice, Bill. Change. We'll find our head, shoulders, knees, and toes crunches. Lift those feet up. Stack those knees. And here we go. So there is that little extra lift to try and aim for your toes. Using little sips of exhales to get you lifted. And slow it on down so you really feel each crunch. Ooh, nice. Change. We're coming into our 30-second round with the right knee to left elbow, right foot to left hand. Here we go. So that diagonal reach, firing up that right side oblique. Yeah, fantastic work. You got it. Nice, bro. If you're feeling anything through the lower back, you could bend through that left knee and place the foot on the floor. Otherwise, heel can stay down with that leg extended. Change. Take your 10 seconds of rest. Set up for the second side, right elbow to left knee. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Pacing yourself with that 30 seconds, working in a way that you can really tap into that left side oblique. Yeah, it looks fantastic. You got it, Greg. Nice extension through the kicks, everyone. Looks very nice. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. Change. Loving ourselves some abs this morning. Just 2 more rounds. Suitcase crunches to the top. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, use that exhale to lift that back body up off of the mat. Slow it on down. Wing those elbows out wide. Feel that lower back pressing down. Change. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes while you stay lifted. Time under tension. Here we go. Is there a little more room to reach further? Really nice, you guys. That's it, Barry. Stay with it. Ooh. Change. Right side oblique is going to work as we crunch left elbow to right knee. Again, for 30 seconds, are you getting lots more in? Are you slowing it down because you have the luxury of time? What feels good through your body this morning? Fantastic. That's it, Bronny. Nice. Three, 2, 1. Change. Take your rest. Prepare for the second side, right elbow to left knee. Here we go. If you point through those left toes, you may feel a little more engagement through that inner left leg line as you find the kick. Yeah, bro, fantastic. Stay with that exhale. 3, 2, 1. Change. Last round. Yay. It feels like a Monday morning, doesn't it? Suitcase crunches, guys. 20 seconds. Here we go. Nice and strong. Exhale to lift you towards your thighs. Nice. Stay with it. Again, no tension through the neck, so you can support your head if you're feeling it. We're not trying to strengthen our neck muscles per se. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Stack those knees over those hips. Here you go. And walk yourself down your legs towards your toes. Again, lots of time under tension as you stay lifted in that crunch. Fantastic, Cooch, you got it. Finishing up with right knee to left elbow, and then lengthening through the limbs. Here we go. Way to finish strong. Is there a little more space between that right shoulder blade and your mat? That's how much you're lifting. Yeah, fantastic, Sarah. Again, make sure you feel safe through your lower back. Bend up through that knee if you need to, and place a foot on the floor. Everyone looks super good. That's awesome. Change. We'll finish out this last round. Yay. Right elbow to left knee. Here we go. See that left side oblique firing to get that twist. Pointing through those left toes. Yeah, Steve, that's it. Nice. Finishing up 3, 2, 1. Nice work, everyone. Have a little rest, a little belly rub, sip of water. I'll walk us through our standing. So the first round of squats are going to be a squat heel to glute. So if you haven't noticed, we're kind of firing up the hamstrings and the hamstring attachment in a big way today. So we're coming down low in our squat, and we're going to bring our arms overhead as we sit back. And then draw your heel towards your glute as you come to stand, and bring your arms like a little chin-up bar. So squat, heel to glute is our first one. We're coming into a upper body work where we add the press up where you want. You start in your plank. You come to a floating tabletop. You walk back to your plank, and you take your press up. We are doing a lateral movement for our balance work. So we're going to come to the left side of our mat. We're going to step wide with our right, landing softly, and then knee to chest as we work the inner thighs here to come to our balance. If that's too much through your hips or your knee, you could just come down and do a little hold here for your squat work. And mountain climbers and burpees, and I'll walk us through our next set when we do these first 2 rounds. Same idea though. Our balance work, we're going to get 30 seconds in, and our cardio blast, we're going to get 30 seconds in. So let's begin with our squats. Heel to glute. Arms overhead, bring that little cardio element as you sit down low. And here we go. Heel to glute as you draw those arms back. Spreading open through the chest, strong through the belly, and you get that nice work through the hamstrings as you draw that heel towards the glute. Yeah, fantastic. Change. We start in our plank for our upper body work. We walk to a floating tabletop, back to plank, and add the press up. Here we go. Of course, you can do straight up press-ups if that's what you want for your upper body work. You always have an option to amplify or modify. Lots of contraction through the belly as you step forward and backwards. Change. So again, coming to the left side of our mat, landing nice and softly with that right leg, and then knee to chest as we float back to stand. So strong through that supporting leg, and lots of strength through that right side to get you to float up to stand. Whoa, nice work. 30 seconds here to kind of smooth out the transitions and get your bearings. Nice, that's it, coach. Change. Mountain climbers. Pace yourself for 30 seconds. We're going for that little puffed feeling. Here we go. Opposite knee to opposite elbow just to increase that connection to your navel. Light through your toes. Shoulders over wrists. Stay with it. Halfway through. Keep going. Whew. Change. One more round of these, and then I'll introduce our new squats and upper body work. Arms overhead, find your low squat, and then draw your heel towards your glute. Really firing up through the back of the leg. Yeah. Oh, hey Jessie, how are you, sweetheart? You're gonna be happy with this next one because we're doing 30 seconds of burpees, babe. Nice. Change. Let's find our planks. We walk it to a floating tabletop, back to a plank, and throw the press up in if you like. So as you step forward, keep your spine nice and level. You're not coming to a downward dog as you step forward. Maybe switch out which foot you step forward with each time. Oh yeah. Change. We come to the right side of our mat. We're stepping laterally with our left, toes and feet together. Or sorry, toes and knees tracking together. And then push off with that left leg. Float it on up. So with 30 seconds, you may find you get a little extra time to see how this side feels compared to the first side. Yeah, fantastic. Lots of inner thigh strength here. Nice. Change. 30 seconds of burpees. So travel in a way that makes sense for you. Jumping, not jumping. And let's go. Again, pace yourself. There she is, yay. Like we've got little trampolines, right? So strong. Connect to your navel. That's it, Bill, you've got it. Light landings. Whew, yeah. Stay with it. So good, Jessie. Whew, 30 seconds. All right, so this round of squats, it's a leapfrog squat. We come on down low, turn those toes out, and then come to your tippy toes as you find your full reach. So go wide with your feet. That might help you get a little tap of the floor. And then feel the power through the legs. There's a lot of balance as you come up onto your tippy toes. Yeah, that's it, very nice. This round of upper body, we're doing a downward dog ankle tap, plank to press up. Here we go. So reaching for opposite leg, connect to your navel to shift to plank, add the press up where you like, back to downward dog. So that point of balance comes in, lots of connection to your core. Yeah, that's it, Derek. Change. For these rounds of balance, we're tipping forward, and just like we did on our elbows, we're doing little pulses here. So that right leg is what's bent, the foot is flexed, strong through that left standing leg, and like you're trying to stamp the ceiling here. Whoa. Stay with it. Lots of connection to your navel as you find that kickback. But 30 seconds to work with and perfect it, or wobble out of it, or laugh at it. Ooh, change. Feel that in the standing leg. Let us bring it down. Find our mountain climbers for 30. Here we go. Jog it on out. How's your pacing here? It's good to move those legs after that standing balance. That's it. Fantastic, bro. You got it. Soften through your jaw. Just stay with that breath. Whew. Change. This first set has one more. Leapfrog squats again. Maybe you catch your breath in your low squat. Widen through your stance. Toes and knees always tracking together. Really reaching through those fingertips as you lift those heels. Switching on those legs to help with that stability. Fantastic, coach, you got it. Change. Down dog ankle taps. Come on down. Nice little recovery here in your down dog. Again, if you wanted just to do straight up press-ups for these rounds, feel free to do that. Transitioning with that connection to your middle. Yeah, fantastic. Change. It's our right leg that's balancing here. We're bending up through the left knee, tipping forward with containment, and then kicking back here. Maybe towards the ceiling, maybe it's towards the back end of your room, maybe it's the back upper corner, whatever you've got going. Slow it on down, find your breath to help you with that balance. And do that kick with the internal rotation of the hips. It's not a fire hydrant style, but those hip points are facing forward. Wow. Change. Shocking on that side. Shocking. Wide-legged burpees, and then we get a little rest here. So let's take it up. 30 seconds. You got it. Stay with your pacing. Fantastic. Oh yeah, Sarah. Show her how it's done. So good. Light landings, everyone. Whew. So controlled through your middle. You're not hurling your body in space. Yes, that's it, bro. So good. Nice one. Take a pause. Collect yourselves. We're going to do those again. So those first two will be those squats where we do the lateral pull down and heel to glute. Have a sip of water. But it is Monday, so we should probably get going. All right. Here we go. Find your squat, arms overhead. No fuss. Heel to glute. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. If you're starting to feel stronger and want to add a little more to your workout, weights overhead would be a nice little way to increase that work. Keep that chest lifting. Yeah, that's it, Barry. Change. We're doing our plank to floating tabletop, adding the press up where you like. Here we go. Just an observation of which foot you walk in first each time. I'm trying to change it up. Work that left-right side brain as well. Again, stay connected to your core here. Yeah, that's it, Derek, nice. Change. We're coming back to those lateral lunges again. Coming to the left side of your mat, stepping wide with your right. Slow it on down. It's almost like that extra time gives you permission to soften that landing. You're not jamming through that right side knee. And that left side adductor is really helping you come to stand and find that balance. Maybe you like to linger a little longer with the knee to chest. Such good focus, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Change. Mountain climbers, come on down. 30 seconds to prepare, to get through. Here we go. What do you have in your tank right now? Keep going. Shoulders are over those wrists to keep your hips honest. Yeah, Greg, nice pacing. Oh yeah. Change. We'll do one more round of those before swapping out. Maybe you catch your breath in your low squat. Here we go. Deepening that breath as you deepen that bend through the legs. And then there's that power to come lifted as you draw that heel towards your glute. Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1. Change. We'll find our upper body work with those planks. To bear, walk, to plank. If you want to modify at any point and come down to your knees for your press-ups, might be a good idea to do so if you're feeling like you're getting a little fatigued. Change. We come to the right side of our mat, folks. We step along with the left knee to chest. Again, think soft landing. Protecting that knee that's stepping out. Toes line up with that kneecap. And you tap into your breath to help sustain that balance, to help make those transitions smooth. Yeah, fantastic. That's it, bro. 3, 2, 1. We've got burpees on tap. Let's do this. 30 seconds, folks. Oh yeah. Here we go. If you want to modify and step it back and step it forward, there is plenty of opportunity to get that heart rate up if you do that. If you are jumping, think about using that core to softly land. Yeah, fantastic. Looking good, Cooch, you got it. 3, 2, 1, change. 2 more rounds. We're swapping it back to our leapfrog squats. Get into the mindset of only 2 left. Turn those toes out. Heels are slightly in. And with the feet wider, you get a little more stability to come up onto your tippy toes perhaps. Again, recover with that inhale and exhale from that cardio blast. Really good, you guys. That's awesome, Sarah. Change. Maybe you rest in your downward dog ahead of the ankle tap. Plank to press up. Here we go. Again, that transition carried from forwards and backwards thanks to that strong oblique work. Yeah. Change. We balance on our left leg. We engage that left quad to protect the hamstring. We tip forward, bending through that right leg, flexing the foot, and find that little stamp towards the ceiling maybe, towards the back of the room. Finding a point in front of you to focus on to help with that balance and tapping into your breath here. Ooh, yeah. Stay with it. Lots of time to find that balance challenge. Oh yeah, special. Last, mountain climbers. Let's bring it on down. What kind of energy can you bring to this? We got it. So strong, you guys. That's it, Bronny. Fantastic pacing. Navel draws to the spine. The hips do not collapse here, nor do they lift too much. Yeah, Bill, awesome. Last 10 seconds. Pace yourself. You got it. Yeah, very nice. Change. Yeah, best words ever. Last set. Leapfrog squats to the top. Deepen your breath. We got this. Here we go. Feel that power. Fill up with breath as you reach up, lengthening through the arms, strengthening those legs. You got it. Keeping that chest lifted, tailbone reaching back. Change. Downward dog. Tap it on out. Throw in the press up where you like. Here we go. So in downward dog, you're getting that head below your heart. So it's kind of sending a signal, it's all good. So really nicely timed here in our workout as we finish up. Change. Let's find our balance for the last time. It'll be our right leg supporting us. Bending through that left knee. Hug your navel in. And little pulses here. So firing up through that left side glute, hamstring. Navel draws to spine to support that tipping forward, and you're strong through that right standing leg. And let that breath just, once again, in and out through the nose will signal it's all good. Maybe you deepen that inhale, make the exhale longer. Woo. Change. Finishing up. We've got burpees and then we're finished. Let's bring it. Here we go. Your best round yet. Such good landings, everyone. I love the way you travel. So good. That's it, Derek. Nice. Greg, you're on fire. Looks amazing. Woohoo! Last 10, guys. Yeah. Woo. Change. We are finished with our workout.